行くぞはっジェノサイカッタ
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. Today we're going to do a couple different things. One, we're going to talk about this bingo event, which is pretty damn awesome, especially considering the time that it showed up, because we have 11 days left of the Boss Syndrome banner. So this is actually pretty cool because we're actually going to be able to get some more rubies. And I'm going to show you just an obliteration run against Immortal Nyx using some of these crazy boss characters that we just recently received. And the bingo event, it looks pretty cool. I mean, we're going to get unpairing kits. We're going to be able to get these fest memories, which is going to help a lot of the newer players or intermediate players, veterans. We're pretty much going to have most of these characters leveled up already at level 50, but still really nice that we're going to be able to get these memories. And a good idea is maybe you'd want to save these things here for whenever a carnival shows up and we actually need memories to gain points. I don't think there's a time limit on any things. Well, actually, I think there is a time limit. Never mind. Maybe we can't do that. Forget what I said. But we're going to be able to get these gold hammers. We're going to be able to get all these capsules, which is really nice. Getting capsules is really a nightmare sometimes in this game, farming for these things. And the fact that they're going to be giving these here are really cool. And as far as I can tell, we're going to be able to collect everything before the BS banner ends. So again, you'll be able to use all these extra rubies, for a pull. I mean, it's not a tremendous amount of rubies. You're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 rubies. But it's something, right? It does help. And we're going to get another payday. So this 600 rubies plus another payday, that's going to help y'all hopefully have a chance to be able to getting BS Leona or BS Guinness if you're trying to go for them. And they really are worth going for. They are so freaking strong. But I went through this once and I didn't notice anything that would take you longer than 11 more days to actually get through this. I mean, you're going to have to win Absolute War 10 times, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Log in every day for 7 days. I don't really see anything that should be too difficult for anybody. Time attack 3 times. That's pretty easy. Soul quest. Yep. I mean, all these things you're going to be able to finish before the 11-day period ends for the BS banner. So you should be able to use these rubies and some of these resources already on your characters, which is pretty nice. And these unpairing kits, these are actually really good because you can actually unpair a BS stone and put it on a different BS character if you have previous BS stones from the other BS characters. So that is something to keep in mind. And sometimes when you finagle those stones, you move them around, you can actually gain a lot of damage out of your characters. Now, we're going to do a run against Immortal Nyx. Now, we're getting to a point in this game where these Immortal Dungeons are getting easier and easier because, one, we're just getting stronger characters all because of all this power creep, and also because of the fame system. The fame system has added all that extra attack, the HP, just added a lot of extra CP, penetration, and that really does make a difference. Now, again, I always say this on my account, I do not have the fame system leveled up. Nothing. This is just base CP that you get from leveling up your codex in the game, leveling up characters. That's it. So, I'm actually at a disadvantage compared to what other people can do, but we're actually going to be using this top team here. It's just going to be a 1-team clear. This is so easy with these characters that it's not even funny. And in all honesty, this probably isn't even the best team, and I'll tell you why. I'm using BS Chrysalit's leadership, which is an insane leadership for BS fighters. The 60% increase of all attack is insane, and that's buffing up Leona and Guinness, who both have 30% PG rate. They're going to be able to do their PG skills, but Chrysalit has a short 3 PG. His damage is absolutely insane. The leadership is absolutely insane, right? But his 3 PG is very, very short. And if you could actually have a leadership that would actually have a longer 3 PG, right, compared to 2 other characters that have longer 3 PG animations, you'd actually do better. I actually think if I would have put Geese in here, Nightmare Geese, right, in here, it'd been a lot better, and then just use Leona's leadership, which actually offers PG rate to BS fighters. I could have easily put Leona in the leadership, and then have Nightmare Geese on there, and then have BS Guinness also, and that would have been an insane team, because Nightmare Geese, he does have darkness, and his 3 PG is insanely long. That does make a big difference. So you actually be able to clear this even faster than what I'm doing, at least I'm assuming. But with the advantage to this, though, is the fact that you are going to have that giant 60% increase of all attack. And this is really just a testament to how strong these characters are, right? This is just nuts. You got 2 3-star characters, and you got 1, 5-star, and they are leveled up quite a bit. But they're going to do this without any PG rate leadership. Now, Chrysalit does have 5 imprint stones. He's pretty jacked up. And I am running the City of Darkness set. I mean, this is just one of them OP runs today. I'll probably end up doing a more free-to-play run later on. I actually recorded one for you all But this video would be way too long if I went ahead and showed that. So I'll probably show you that another time. And then, of course, we got the option card on him. I mean, he's pretty jacked up, right? He's got max imprint stones. I mean, you're looking at 93,000 CP. And then we got Leona here, who, I mean, everybody knows how strong Leona is. She's freaking over the top, right? I really wish I could level this character up even more. And that leadership really is awesome. I mean, actually, if I would have thought about it, I would have used her leadership in the run that I already pre-recorded and just put Nightmare Geese in there. It's not that Crystal's bad. He's not bad. He's freaking insane, right? It's just sometimes whenever you can stall that timer and apply even more darkness throughout the time, you're just going to do a lot more damage, right? The idea is to apply darkness and dot. And that's what's really going to be funny about this run. Not only are we not using a PG rate leadership, but we're also not going to be applying dot. Even though Leona does have dot on her default finisher, we're not going to be using it. We're just going to be using her 3 PG, right? If you're doing dot, it will allow you to do a lot more damage to this opponent. And I have done free-to-play runs in the past where we use dots like Swimsuit Mary, Swimsuit Kay, Orochi Chris. I mean, there's, Xion. There's quite a few characters that have dot explosion that are completely free to play in the game. But with these characters, you really don't need it. And Leona, I do have 4 imprint stones on her. I got that sweet little burn star stone that also increased her attack, which is OP. And then we are going to run the Athena set on her. And the Athena set really is OP for this character because, one, she's a defensive character. She's going to benefit from it. And then you get the increased defenses, increased attack by 50% of defenses. Plus, Leona has an increase of attack based on 55% of her defenses, which is just nuts. And then you get the 30% chance to deal additional damage equal to 180% of defenses. So the more defense she has, with her defensive buff and the defensive buff that you're actually getting from the Athena set, you're just increasing your damage tremendously. Not to mention the extra survivability. Whenever you get to 20% HP, you're actually going to decrease damage received by 60% on top of Leona having a shield, which is pretty cool, right? And Leona, her shield, is 50% or more. So actually, whenever she gets below 50%, the Athena set's actually going to give her that decreased damage received by 60%. So it's just adding on to her survivability. So when the shield disappears for Leona, if she loses that much life, well, then she's going to have the extra decreased damage received from the Athena set. And yeah, I mean, it's just OP for this character. It's crazy. And then we have Genitz here. And Genitz, he's got a great leadership, but unfortunately, it doesn't really lead itself too well for these characters because they are not red fighters. But he does have max capsules. He does have 3 imprint stones on the character. And I am running just the Serena set, but I am going to be using the BS option card that's going to increase our blast skills. A lot of Genitz's skills are blast, and that's really, really going to help. But in all honesty, an Akane would have been better. Even a Leo would probably been better because I've been able to proc my skills even more often. But it is what it is. It's not a big deal. As you all will see, these characters absolutely plow through this thing like it's nothing. So I'll go ahead and bring up the run for you guys. Let's do it. And, I really can't get enough of these characters, man. I really can't get enough of Leona and Genitz. Just so easy, so strong to play. Very highly defensive. I mean, Genitz, he can be paper. I mean, once that shield's gone, if he gets hit, he can take a tremendous amount of damage, being that he's an attack type fighter. He doesn't have any decreased damage received. But the chance of that happening, like him dying, if you play him properly, it's not gonna happen for the most part. Especially when he's at 3-star, especially if you have your fame system level up with extra HP, right? It's probably not gonna happen. And you guys can see the damage they're doing already. It's just, they're just bonkers, right? And I'm probably going to end up making a video about this kind of thing. I don't want to talk about it in this video because I don't want to put any salt on these new characters because I do love them. We all know how much I love Leona. She's my favorite character. She's my favorite waifu in the KOF franchise. So I don't want to put any salt on it, but I think I'm going to have to make a video regarding power creep. Because it is a real thing in games, and I don't think it's really a good thing for a game. I actually think it's a pretty bad thing. But I digress. I don't want to talk any more about that. Just want to watch these guys obliterate Immortal Nyx and completely destroy him. And this is nothing for these characters. Look at this crap. Right? Who needs a PG rate leadership? Who needs it, right? A little dart. Who needs dot? We don't need it. We don't need it. 10 seconds left. Just imagine if I had my fame system leveled up. We'd have done it even faster, right? I mean, these characters are freaking nuts. This is just insanely strong, bonk old freaking damage if I ever saw it, right? I mean, it's just crazy. And again, you know, I'll show you guys probably a more free-to-play run tomorrow. Hint, hint, you see the bottom team there? Yeah, we'll be showing them off a little bit. But there are good things about, you know, having these super strong characters, especially for newer players. Again, I'll get into it in another video. I really don't want to focus on it right now. But, man, they are just OP, right? Like, even the characters like BS Chrysalid, right? I mean, I still use Chrysalid all the time in Guild Raid. I still use him all the time for his leadership, for his damage. I mean, I got him well built, right? But even he's been outshined by these newer characters. And but the thing is, he's still very relevant. Like, all these BS characters and SS characters are going to be relevant. I mean, really, no matter which ones you have, for the most part, including BS Orochi, who is the weakest amongst them. And I know that's really wacky and crazy to say when it comes to PvE content, but he is, unfortunately. He's still a very strong character and still very, very useful to have in this game. So let me know how y'all feeling about the complete obliteration of Immortal Nyx with these 3 characters. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.